Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome back to another World of Tanks replay. And today, we have the winner of the heavy tank category for the replay contest. And it is, of course, the Swedish tank driver in the WZ11114, the tier 9 tech tree heavy tank. And he is actually being blessed with this spawn. Just saying, instead of being over there with all the other peasants and having to cross the river, he can now do exactly what he wants, which is a strategy I learned not that long ago, actually, from another video. Well, yeah, I mean, this guy's such a good player. We've seen him on the channel various times before, and we all know how damn good he is. And I mean, this is just textbook gameplay. Not I can't even speak. Like, no matter what tank you're in, the way he plays, it's just perfectly. And, yeah, I mean, the game's going to speak for itself, but I will, of course, try and explain what I'm seeing as it's happening. And I'm sure there's so much more to what he's doing than I can see. But I'd just like to say, before this comes up, right? He's about to spot a Chrysler GF. He has heat loaded already, right, which has 340 base pen, 490 average damage on this 130mm. How many of us would snap this shot? I know for one that I would. I'm pretty sure most people would too. He'd snap it right there. But no, he is taking his time to make sure he aims. The Chrysler shot and did a little waggle. But he took his time, and that is why he was able to make sure that the heat shell went exactly where he wanted and didn't track the Chrysler. He, of course, gets balanced by artillery, but is also spotting a VK, a 50 TP, and okay, the VK has decided to fire HE at this point. 174 damage as well, which is quite something. I would like to talk about this spot, actually, whilst I remember. So he's on this spot here in, what is it, E6. So you can hold down and fight against the heavies that come over here. You can also use this bush if there's nothing over there, or you can just come out wide from this building, sort of like over in this position, to be able to shoot at mediums and tank destroyers that take up that hill over there. So as long as you have someone like this Lance and C, or a scout up on this hill that can spot, you know, this tree line up in F0, then you can shoot them as well. And you can also turn and shoot some of the heavies over here and like through these gaps and stuff. So this is a very strong position to find yourself in. You see there's that gap over there. You can shoot through that. Sometimes you get heavies that come around this little bit. And Swedish Tank Driver now has a little Emil friend who's being hit by Artie. So of course that is stunning Swedish Tank Driver as well. And yet he can still hit that standard B with a shot like that on the hill. And he's asking the Lanson to spot the ISU, the Scorpion, and that standard B. The Lanson said negative, even though effective fire has gone in several times. The Emil's being balanced again by another one of the artillery. I'm guessing that was the SU-14-2 that time. Oh, and there was the M53 as well. So yeah, he's getting stunned just simply by being next to this Emil. The VK is firing HE, and I think the 50 TP is firing HE as well. And this Emil's not having a good time. Like, Swedish Tank Driver was doing very well in this position, but the Emil is now being farmed by the standard B up on the hill that the Lanson isn't spotting. And in 3, 2, never mind. He's already dead. And now the Lanson decides to go and spot, but he's spotting down the wrong little side bit of the hill. He's not going up. And Swedish Tank Driver is just evaluating what's going on around him. Tracks the 50 TP slightly higher, and that would have penned the 50 TP, but I think he's okay tracking him for now. A little bit of rubble he needs to adjust on. And there's one to the lower plate, and the 50 TP shell went to fucking Narnia. That was nowhere near. I think he's looking for a Capola shot there, being a little bit cheeky. There he can find one, but instead he shoots the VK, which is good enough. Now, he's going to see the VK coming. The 50 TP is going to want to follow. Obviously, they want to push him, do as much damage as they can. He has a Mod 1 up over here. He has a Scorpion back there. He has an ISU and a Barras back there. He has the E75 and VK over here. So he has got friendly cover. So he ignores the VK because the 50 TP is the bigger threat. Bigger gun, more likely to pen him and do more damage. And there we go, the Mod 1 has killed the VK, so he doesn't have to worry about him. He can focus on this 50 TP and make sure his shell goes exactly where he wants. And there we go. So he took some damage from the 50 TP, but he did bounce the VK. So he only took 569 and he's taken out the 50 TP, and his allies took out the VK for him. And right on time with the reload, the Conqueror rolls out sideways. Well, it doesn't roll out sideways, he rolls out and shows his side to SwedishTankDriver. And as if by magic, is he going to do it on the other reload? No, just a little cock tease. Oh, or is he? Oh, the E75 gets spotted late, unfortunately, so he isn't able to shoot him. But there is also a Chrysler around, and there he is. Now, this is something I noticed when I first watched this. He adjusted his tank to point out this way when driving towards the Chrysler. That just presents a flat sort of side profile to his armor over his pike nose, and he could get tracked there as well. It's just what I noticed. If I was to pick any holes in this game, that'll be the biggest one, because he does get penned by the Chrysler, which now puts him on 626 HP. RT is still trying to splash him. And as you can see, the Centurion is trying its best to come and counter. He gets hit by RT as well. And I mean, yo, Centurion, do you not know about the top of your turret? There's a nice little sort of shelf above the gun mantlet of armor that is very easily pennable, as we can see there. And now he is using the VK perfectly to hide himself from the E75. The E75 just about turns his turret in time to block the heat shell, which is very annoying. Just checking there to make sure his cupolas were safe behind the corpse of this VK. Now he's going to come out again. Can he shoot the E75? E75 pokes out again. Slightly too late on the shot there, as it went onto the side of the turret of the E75, so it was obviously going to bounce. He's aiming for the flat sort of cheeks next to the round mantlet of the E75. They are pennable, and you can quite comfortably damage them, but he is not managing to find a shot on the E75 anymore. So I think he wants to find where this Centurion has gone, and he's not there, so he is going to come and poke over. Now, I must say, he has 3 marks. So, I mean, this guy has 3 mark most fucking things because he's insanely good. He's found the Centurion. Rolls for 441, which I think surprised him. You could see him start to turn to drive towards the bridge. But either way, it's not a worry. Centurion can't pen you when you face hug him. I'm pretty sure he was using one of the stock guns. Can't remember what size they are, but the Type B instead of the Type A barrel. Given he bounced them for 150. And an upgraded Centurion ain't doing that. So he's got the upgraded turret, but a stock gun. Or the second upgrade of the gun. So now he knows he has to deal with this E75 and the Conqueror. The Conqueror should be a 1-shot, and the E75 should be a 2-shot. There we go. E75 is on 789. Now you see, he wants to get into that little alleyway there, but knows he can get a nice side shot into the E75 to surprise him. And he is now in cover, so he's safe from the E75 and the RT. He's now just unsure where the Conqueror is. Checking where the E75 is. Conqueror gets proxied and drives out sideways in front of a loaded WZ, because why not? Welcome to World of Tanks in 2020. Brought to you by people that drive their Conquerors out sideways. So the T-54 Mod 1 has done a very good job of going and rushing that E-75 and has taken him out. The Lanson has moved over towards B4 to defend the base, and he has taken out the UDES, the UDES 14.5 or whatever it is. Yeah, 14.5. Now the Mod 1 and the RT have dealt with the Pershing. Swedish Tank Driver can now make his way down through the town to try and find the RT. One RT gets spotted by the T-54 in E1. Okay, buddy. Okay. And the M53, M55, we know from when he was shooting at Swedish Tank Driver, he was over in K5, but he could be anywhere along that K line, that side of the river. He won't have crossed because his side never really had control of this side, and it's the worst place to be in an artillery because there's no cover. So we know he's going to be along this side. Is he going to be able to get a shot? No, he's not, because he's over in J1, and we can't quite make it there. But the Mod 1 should pick him up, and he does. There we go. And well, that was just played pretty much to perfection. That's a beautiful game. 6.5k damage, easy. How easy did he make that look? 6.5k damage ain't easy to do. But he just made it look so comfortable the whole way through. Not once did he get himself into a situation where you thought, he could die here. That's not particularly comfortable. Even that VK 50 TP, both of them pushing him at once. I genuinely don't think that would have flustered him in the slightest. He'd have gone, oh yeah, I know what I need to do. Take out the 50 TP. Light work. No problem. And yeah, I mean, just the way he played it. Almost 6.5k damage, 1k assist, 1k blocked. Very well played in the WZ 11114. And yeah, congratulations, Swedish Tank Driver, also known as Worst Unicum EU for us Twitter people. And I mean, yeah, thank you so much for submitting, and congratulations on winning. I would also like to say a very big thank you to the other people that submitted for the heavies. We had Black Swan in the Somua, Carrot Panda in the King Tiger C. We had Flip in the IS. He sent in 2 replays. Gold as a Meme sent in a Super Conqueror game, which is very good. It was very close to winning, I must say. But it was just a few little things that put it slightly behind this game. We had Leo in the Mouse. We had Matt Comrade. Good old Matty in the Mouse. We had Super Manike in the AMX-50B. We had Super Manike in the Object 260. We had Super Manike in the Super Conk. And Super Manike in the Super Conk again. And all of those games were very well played, and they will be turned into videos of their own. So even though you didn't win, they will get their own videos. And thank you all for submitting your replays. The standard was unreal. And throughout this whole replay contest, the standard has been nutty. I found it so hard to pick winners, but just about managed to. But all of the other games are going to be turned into replays anyway. So it should keep the YouTube ticking over for a little while. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Well played, and fucking well done. And there we have it. I hope you have all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.